We were
Like a psycho, a nigga just might go spray the whole town. Saturday, St. Ives had took a fall, and then Endo smoked them all.
the on the
California lifestyle that I live. Zeus
Always admired your always admired your ability to communicate precisely.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Shorty Pablo. No relation to Petey Pablo. No, I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna call this one Shorty Pablo because no relation to Petey Pablo. No, okay, all right. No, we're gonna call this Shorty Pablo because I have zero planned, and it's gonna be a short one. Why the Pablo? I don't know. Petey Pablo was heavily on my mind before I hit record. I have no idea why. You know, I fucking, dude, I almost took my shirt off and spun it around my head like a helicopter. Yeah, but I hope you guys are all having a good new year. I know what you're thinking. Hey, buddy, it's the 20th of January. Where you been? I don't know. I don't know where I've been. You know, it's just like December 31st. Was there 31 days? I don't know. I think there was 31 days. But you know, right before the New Year's, I was thinking to myself, I'm just like, when's episode 4 coming out? When you gonna do episode 4 of your shitty little podcast, the newest podcast out here in the streets, the newest one. You know, it's not the best, it's not the funniest, it's just the newest one. And the newest podcast needs an episode 4. So, episode 4, you know, no biggie. You know, a little shorty Pablo, you know what I'm saying? Where should we start? Oh yeah, where I've been. So, here we are the 20th, and it's 3 a.m. for me right now. You know, I got a habit of not sleeping. I don't know if you got a habit of not sleeping, you know. Sometimes I like to chalk it up to my creativity. I just like to go like, hey, no, man, you're just like creative vibes right now. You're in your creative bag. You know, you can't sleep because you got ideas churning. And, you know, there's a lot of truth to that. There's ideas churning. They're churning. But, I think I might be an insomniac, you know? I don't know. I used to smoke just ridiculous amounts of weed every day, all day, like a Rastafari, you know? Just like all day. It's like everything, before everything, after everything, during some stuff, you know? And I guess I'd say for the last couple of months, I've just been taking like periodic breaks, just kind of, you know, just kind of see. Sometimes you got to know, are you smoking the weed or is the weed smoking you? You know what I'm saying? And I'm from the Bay Area, so it's, you know, it's been high grade all my life. It was never Bammer, you know. Some people didn't get the high grade till, like, you know, the legalization started happening and cannabis clubs started popping up, you know. My first hit of some weed was it was amazing, you know. So, you know, I'm probably just fried in the brain for all I know. But, you know, for the first time in a long time, I started saying, hey, let me take a break and just see the changes or the difference in myself. And to be quite honest, I don't really notice too many different things. Like I said, I might have fried my brain because I'm like the same person. Same across the board, you know. And the craziest part is that I'm not really a big sativa person, you know. Smoke that dank indica that give me the darkest of the dark, the frostiest of the frost, that sit in that chair for a while. And I still don't sit in that chair for a while. I would still stay up to this time had I smoked the dankiest of the danky, you know. You know, your Gorilla Glues or your anything from Burner, any you know, Snowman, fucking the Girl Scout, the fucking, you know, who knows what he got now. I think he just came out with the lemon stripe or something, yellow lemon stripe or something, you know. I haven't even got to taste that because I've been on my hiatus, but you know, you name it. If it's on that indica side, I've tried it. I've had it. and never slowed me down, But I think partly too, I just kind of want to get my breathing right, you know. I smoke everything from joints to fatty backwood, front toes and shit. And I don't know, I started thinking like maybe I just need to take a break, you know. Maybe it could be the backwood front toe, Dutchy. It could be the just copious amounts of tree, but I said, "Hey, I need to take a break." And I feel like I've been breathing a lot better, This has been the longest break. My birthday was last month, and early last month, so that was the last time I smoked. So over a month now. Yeah. Life has no meaning, and I don't know what to. No, just playing. Yeah. So anyone out there, if you're thinking like you're addicted to weed, take it from me. You're not. Like I literally smoked. I don't know. I want to say like 16 years straight or some shit. No break. And then I just said, hey, I'm going to stop. First time it was like 2 weeks, and I was just like, wait, why am I doing this? Then I did it again, and it was like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe a month, maybe at that month. And now it's like we're almost at 2 months, We're like a month and a half. And I'm not mad at that, That feels, you just kind of forget about it. Like you have those little urges where you're like, I could smoke right now. But then you're like, why? It's like it's been weeks and I haven't smoked. So like, what is it really even doing for me? I mean, don't get me wrong, being high is fun, but I don't know. I still play video games, still watch stuff, still make music. One thing I will say, I've been even more creative with the beats. Like a big part of why I haven't put out episode 4 yet is because I've been working on a new project, Self-produced. 13 brand new songs for me, never heard before. Some of my best production yet, I was in a real rut for a while, like I would make beats, I make beats every day, write songs every day, that's just what I do. Regardless of what, I got to get some type of musical work in. And I just wasn't making beats that I wanted to make songs to. And I don't sell beats or have many musician friends anymore. Like I used to have a good little group, but most of them quit or got famous and just forgot about your boy. I won't say any names, but you guys know who you are. So I'll make a beat and just sit there, it'll just sit there. But this time, like, it's 13 songs, and I made even more songs and more beats that could have went on it, but I want to keep it short. And I mean, hey, honestly, 13 is like more than a lot of these EPs or projects, whatever, mixtapes, whatever. It's all albums now, even the mixtapes seem like albums. But that's more. Most people are shooting for like that 7 to 9. I said, hey, let's hit them with that 13. It's every song's only about like 2 minutes, so hey, it checks out to the time of an episode of a traditional anime. So it's like watching an anime. It got that vibe too, but it's like watching a good anime because all 13 of those songs are gonna go by fast. You're gonna be like, what? That was 26 minutes? What? It's kind of like watching it, whatever your favorite anime is, or TV show. I don't know how long TV shows are these days. I know like HBO is like what 45 minutes to an hour or some shit. Yeah, this ain't no 45 minutes to an hour shit. This ain't like that new Eminem project, man, that was a surprise album from Eminem. 47 years old, coming with that surprise Beyonce. I guess I'll start by saying, dude, I used to love Eminem when I was a kid. Like, dude, I'm sure I still have the album somewhere because I don't think I threw away my CDs, like in the last shits, I said I moved. I guess it's been a couple months now, and I'm gonna probably move again. Not probably. I'm gonna move again in a couple more months. So it's like I still have a lot of shit just in boxes, but somewhere there's Eminem somewhere. You know, the Slim Shady EP, and there's a Marshall Mathers EP. I'm sure. Whatever. That was the second one, right? I think. Not sure. But I listened to the new Eminem, Music to Be Murdered By. It's an ode to Alfred Hitchcock, old little album. I'll be real with you. I know the name, but I don't know what the fuck Alfred Hitchcock did. I don't know if he made music, he just talked. He did comedy or something. It's like a comedy album. I don't know what the fuck it is, but, you know, shout out to Alfred, you know. One, not the two, you know. I guess the two in this case would be Batman's butler. So, the one, not the two. And, man, you know. Like, my first instinct is to bash it. Only because he has so many just, like, die hard. I mean, I'm just saying, if you go on Twitter, they all look the same in the profile pictures. Take that how you will. But there's a few surprises as well. His fan base is just, like, super die hard. And from someone, for me, who's, like, a kid and I loved it, Eminem, I don't see how those people, like myself, grew up and then grew out of that music. Like, I mean, I used to love Ludacris. I don't fucking still listen to Ludacris like I used to, you know. I remember one time we had a sleepover just like in the neighborhood, you know, like all the kids went over this girl's house. Her family was cool. She had a lot of brothers and shit, so it wasn't like weird like that. And it was just like this was still the CD time, so it was like bring a CD for the party, you know. And when it was my time to play some music, I had Ludacris. Was it Chicken and Beer, I think? Yeah, I think it was Chicken and Beer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna bring Ludacris to the party now. I wouldn't bring Eminem to the party either. And what can I say about the album? I guess as twisted as it is, and like, you know, how Eminem is, the kind of shit he talks about, I think it's weird for me to say this, but I'll say it. I just feel like Eminem is music for kids. Like, more than Kids Bop could ever be. I feel like Eminem is music for kids. It's just always really rebellious, and it just got that like kid angst, that teen angst. And he's somehow still able to harness that. Like, I mean, I think this is the first time he's been Slim Shady in a long time. Like, on the cover of this, it's like Slim Shady. It's not at Marshall or Eminem or nothing. Back on his Slim Shady shit. And, yeah, he went Slim Shady on it, 100%. He went full Shady, 100%. It had some good takeaways, like, the song Darkness was like about school shooters, and to me it was corny as fuck, just keeping it all the way 100. But I gotta put, you know, hats off to Slim, because it's kind of like, I remember when they used to blame him for kids like that, the school shooters and shit. They would blame Eminem for shit like that. I don't know if they still do, but I know that's the kind of shit they would blame him for, like it was really his fault for putting out whatever, his creative vision and shit. But it's almost like in this track, he kind of like is taking responsibility for it in a sense, and, you know, speaking on the matter. It's like it's almost his 444. It's like it's almost his fucking go buy paintings and, you know, I cheated on my wife, I'm sorry type shit. It's more just like I you know, I might have had a hand in raising these little fucking fucked up head kids who are doing fuck shit, and I understand them. And, you know, he pissed off a pop star. He said some shit about Ariana Grande, and she got mad, or her people got mad, whatever. So that's good. That's what I always look for Eminem. If Eminem's not pissing off a pop star, I'm like, this shit's a dud. You know, he didn't do what the fuck he does. So he delivered on that end. So I gotta give him my credit there. And what else? The fucking okay, just the cringiest part of the I haven't heard anyone say this, but the cringiest fucking part of the whole project is this Stepdad song. I was like, dude, I get it. You know, you're a good storyteller, you're a good rhymer, but you're 47. Do we really gotta unpack this right now? This is, bro, we could have did this on the Slim Shady EP or something. Like, we don't need to fucking unpack this right now. It was pretty cringy. But like I said, just with that saying, I feel like it's music for kids. Who's gonna relate to that fucking song more than a child right now? More than a preteen, young teen. Who's gonna relate to that song more? I can't see grown people fucking vibing with that. So, you know. I mean, and of course it's gonna do insane numbers because it's Eminem. That's why. Who cares if I say some shit's cringe on there? He's gonna do insane numbers, So it's like, you know, it doesn't matter. And I'm not big enough on his radar, so he's not gonna diss me on a project. You notice that too, like with Kamikaze or whatever else. Like anytime you say something bad about Eminem, that's his new shit. He's just like, I'm gonna diss you. It's funny. It's like you're literally one of the best rappers ever, and you still care about like with people who can't rap half as good as you say. Or maybe he doesn't. That's just content for his lyrics at this point. I don't know. Complex man, right? But who else? Oh yeah, Mac Miller with his first posthumous album. Yeah. I haven't listened to a Mac Miller project in a while, so I'm not gonna front like when he was still alive. I was just not, listen to his shit. I respect him as an artist, very talented musician, and just kind of wasn't my cup of tea, you know. Like when I would hear shit he put out, I was never mad at it though. Like his singles and whatever, I'd be like, oh yeah, Mac's still doing it. That's what's up. Never hated on Mac, so I got nothing really bad to say about it except just like I'm tired of hearing these albums from artists that have passed away, and like more specifically from drugs and shit. And like when you hear the music, it sounds like a farewell album. Like it's literally like they knew they were about to kill themselves, or they were about to die, or they were about to take a chance. Like, oh, this drug is fucking, and I don't know where this drug came from. I didn't use an online test kit. I didn't take my time with this, that kind of shit. Like, hey man, we're just gonna risk the biscuit tonight. Fuck it, let it fly. Full sin. And I'm all with it. Full sin. I'm all with it. Hey, I'm not against the full sin. You should be against the full sin though. Always, if you're gonna do stuff, do it responsibly. Plan for it. Maybe get whatever you're gonna get a week or something before you actually want to do it with all the homeboys and shit. Order you an online test kit, make sure it's what you think it is, and then on that weekend after you test it, you and the boys have a good safe time. Be safe out here. This is one of the craziest times ever. And but his album, like I said, I don't really like when the albums sound like it's a farewell album. I'm always like, what kind of Machiavelli Tupac shit is this? Like, how the fuck? But yeah, kind of sad. I'm sure like his ride or die fans were like crying and shit because it was pretty sad just hearing his songs. And then too though, I mean, hey, I'm not the drug police, but I mean, I'm just from the Mac I know, it sounded like he was not 100% sober. And how in these newly added songs to YouTube, I'm not sure how they're doing it now, but it's almost like the old school CD papers that were in the CD, little pamphlet shits that would show you like all the information and what have you, sometimes the lyrics and stuff. But now in the YouTube descriptions, you get to see like who recorded it, who engineered or whatever, who had a part and who wrote here, whatever. You get to see like everyone's name. And I just kept looking at like the engineer's name, and I'm just like, bro, you ain't like alert nobody, like, bro. Your man's in here kind of sounding like he needs a little help, Needs a little help. And I don't mean that disrespectful. I really like, as an artist, I'm tired of seeing artists get money and then get people around them that just don't care, you know? Like, everyone always says they care. That's the homie, but, bruh, if you see me, every time you see me, I'm on one, man, say something to me. Like, don't fucking just, oh, yeah, that's buddy, you know? He just doing his thing, you know? He gave me some, you know, he had some for the homies, it's all good. You know, check on your people. And trust me, I got friends that whoa. Oh shit, we are back. Sorry about that, man. You know, I mean, I'm gonna edit that, so you're probably not gonna hear it, but fucking that's the first time wireless mic died on me. Well, since I got the wireless or not mic, headset. You know, I got a new wireless headset, and I just totally forgot to charge it, I guess. And yeah, it died on me right there. That fucked off my whole group. But we're talking about, I was talking about I got friends, you know, and I know it can be a struggle trying to get them off of shit, and sometimes impossible, because you know you can only push your friends so far. But I just advise anybody out there, you know, just know if the homie's a famous rapper or entertainer or some shit, they got money, so they can get the finest help money has to offer to help them with that shit. Not when you're just like some regular schmo, Joe Schmo, and you can't get no helps. But even then, there's still some kind of helps you can get. But even then, I do have a friend that's been in and out of rehab, and it just doesn't do the job. Hurts my heart. But I digress. I guess the point around that is surround yourself with good people, you know? Surround yourself with good people, thoughtful people, and rest in peace to Mac Miller and all that. Oh, so yeah, Eminem's album, Mac Miller's album. And you know, what about that? You know, we knew Mac Miller's album was coming out, and then Eminem makes a surprise album. That's kind of weird, right? Now you can't let young McAfee just shine. You got to come through and steal the spotlight with your huge fan base. I don't know. And speaking of music projects, hey, I do have a new project on the way. I said that earlier. 13 songs, all produced by me. Sounds amazing. I wouldn't lie to you. If you've been listening to my music or following me for the last like 2 years, you know I put out projects like Lo-Fi High Guy 1, Lo-Fi High Guy 2. Link in the description. You can go listen to those, you know. Little mixtapes, you know. Didn't make a dime off of those. Actually paid some money on those to get some of those beats just to support the creators. But the point I'm saying of that is I've been on the lo-fi kick for a while now. Even before I knew it was lo-fi, I was always into low fidelity, and I like shitty recordings, and I guess not shitty's in the word, but yeah, lo-fi. I like low fidelity. If I said it right the first time, we're just gonna say lo-fi. It's late. I like lo-fi. I like old pictures and shit, like old mics and old cameras. I like that grainy fucking sepia tone bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me that parchment paper, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this papyrus? Is this papyrus from the Nile? That's that shit I like, you know? I like that old. And yeah, so you know, I finally tuned into the kind of beats that I like to make, and I'm happy with this project, you know. I'm kind of a depressed emo little fuck, you know. Don't try me though, cuz the pause work quite well, you know. The pause work quite viciously, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm sad, but I whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Had to get some feels out. Had to get some vibes out. You know. It could be, like I said, it's the fucking same run time as an anime. So, this could be a vibe for you. You get dressed to this. You drive to work to this. You do anything to this because you could just play it over and over. You could loop that shit like Justin Bieber says. Play my shit at a low volume because I'm coming for the fucking coin, This time I'm coming for the coin. I've only ever came for the coin one time in my life. And I don't really want to get into detail, but let's just say it was an opportunity to get signed a long time ago if I did like some outrageous numbers. I think possibly they were trying to make me an industry plan. I'm going to keep it all the way 100, which I'm not going to say who, but somebody was trying to make me an industry plan, I think, back before we were really speaking about industry plans, There was a lot of talk of really shit I wasn't with, though, Like, that was around the time I had just started getting tattoos, and they're like, hey, you can't get no more tattoos. I'm like, what? My mama? You can't tell me what to do? I was a little asshole, though, so, it would work. But basically, I had to sell a certain amount of units, because this was before streams. So this was all iTunes. And I sold, and I kept all that money, Fucking... kept all the money I made from that, and I did not, I guess it wasn't enough, though. I didn't sell enough to impress them, and they did not sign me. I mean, who knows, though? Honestly, I just never called them or talked to them again, and then one time they tried to call me, I never answered. I just keep it real. I was a weirdo. I was doing a bunch of stuff I should have been doing, and I didn't need no fucking, no suits. I didn't need no damn suits holding me down. So, with that being said, years later, I have learned the music business, and your boy is going to invest a little paper to try to get some paper back. So, all 70 subscribers, and hopefully my Twitter following and my SoundCloud following all come together. And I deleted my Instagram, so I can't count on them. I might even try to reach back to the depths of Facebook. Haven't been on Facebook in years, but I might have to dig back to the hood, ratatatata, and fucking see if they will support. But it's worth supporting. And even if you don't buy it, it's gonna be on Spotify and all that shit. So you just stream it, help your boy out. It all goes to my pocket. Because there's no label, there's no manager, there's not shit. There's just me writing, producing, recording, engineering, fapping, eating, doing everything it takes to make a fucking quality projecto. So, support your boy. And I got plans, We might do a little bit of merch. Not much, but merch. Might have some merch for you folks, some fine merch. And quality music that you can live to and jam to. And I'm gonna try to be more visible and present, It's 2020, I got plans, Try to be more visible, more present, do more, Maybe even put out a record amount of music. Maybe even put out a record amount of music. Like, I put out a lot of music before, Like, I remember, I think Dat Piff banned me for some reason. I had a lot of hate in the fucking, man, I swear. I remember one time I left a comment on fucking one of Soulja Boy's videos, and he blocked me. No. No, I said that wrong. What really happened is, in a song that I made that only had like 100 listens, Soulja Boy listened to that shit, and I said some little cheeky shit about him, and he blocked me on his YouTube, and I didn't find out till maybe like months later when I was literally trying to give him props. He had just dropped that one song like Speakers Going Hammer, Bammer, Bammer, Bammer. I was about to say, oh damn, that shit slap, homie. Then next thing it hits me with, you can't fucking comment on this profile because Soulja Boy has blocked you. And I was like, what? What did I do to Soulja Boy? And the only thing I could think was I mentioned him in that song. And I was like, damn, Soulja Boy was one of those 100 listens. What do you know? 100 plays, and one of those was Soulja. Well, lesson learned. Lesson learned. If you're a small artist, believe me, the big boys are listening to you. They're trying to jack your swag. They're not trying to sign you. They're not trying to A&R or nothing. They're just trying to get ideas from someone who's not monetizing their shit. And I was totally happy with just being a starving artist and a fucking new age hippie and just, man, I'm just making the art, man. And I'm still just going to make the art, man, because that's what I like to do. But I'm really proud of this project, really proud of this. And I think it's worth trying to get some coin. So, if you hear this podcast here, help me out. Give me some streams. Possibly purchase the project on the iTunes and Apple Music and however that works, whenever that comes out. Coming out real soon, though, real soon, be on the lookout for it. Either before this month's over or next month for sure. And just, support your boy. Yeah, the project's going to be called Trying to Put Me Down. And when you see the album cover, it'll make sense. It'll make sense. It goes with the album cover. It goes with the music. I don't want to give too much away. It's not. I will say though, it's not just like some depressed ass fucking. Oh, I'm sad. Even though I'm pretty sad. I mean, one day I'll get into my life story and you'll see hey, this guy shouldn't be making all these jokes and all chipper and shit because it's a pretty sad story. Not like all these people got 2 parents, nice house, fucking everything, and they fucking just be like, oh, I got all these tattoos on my face, I color my hair green, I'm sad. Shut your bitch ass up. Fucking, yeah, I got real shit. But try to hold it together. And that's what I do. If you're going through some shit, just try to hold it together. The funny thing, it's kind of ironic I say the funny thing, but the funny thing is they say a lot of comedians are really going through some terrible shit and really depressed and shit, but they're funny as fuck. And I'm no comedian, but I make the people around me laugh, and maybe I make you laugh, but just know your boy is dying on the inside. So there's that. So yeah, project coming soon, end of this month, next month. Trying to Put Me Down. I couldn't decide on Want to Put Me Down, Trying to Put Me Down. I felt weird because it's slang. I'm not gonna put trying to or wait. What's wanna? Want to? Want to put me down? That sounds like a question. Oh yeah, because it would have probably been they wanna. But trying to put me down, you don't have to put the they there. Yeah. I will say, I don't think I was ever the best at naming projects. Back when I went by the moniker Pest, which I'm always gonna be Pest, Pest forever. But with the new era of my music, I am Buddy Dies, and Buddy Dia, if you will, my Amish name, Buddy Dia. Or you can also call me Shorty Pablo when I spit that fucking. That very minimal podcast, you know what I'm saying? But what was I saying? Pest? Pest did what now? Oh yeah, names of my projects. Yeah, so I dropped Lo-Fi High Guy. I feel like that was fire. I feel like it got attention based mostly on the name. So, and I want to say, when I made Lo-Fi High Guy 1, it did better than Lo-Fi High Guy 2. And none of the producers from the Lo-Fi High Guy 1 copyright claimed my shit when I put it on YouTube. Everyone enjoyed the free promotion. We had a great time. But when I made part 2, those cheeky-ass shitty producers they damn near all of them copyright claimed me. And I'm just like, bro. This is lo-fi shit. You fucking This is fucking from some anime. This is from a fucking this is a the whole beats are samples. No one's like fucking making those beats, like, you know, no one's playing a keyboard or doing any of that shit. They're just taking it like, oh, well, this one scene from fucking Sword Art Online when the piano was like ding 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 ding. Let me take that and put that on with some fucking effects, and there we go. And then when a copyright claimed me, the nerve of those fucking, man, I tell you. But you know, do your thing, play girl, do your thing. So this next project, it's lo-fi, it's some fire. It's I put my own spin on the lo-fi beat. You know, I can't help but not to, being from the BAY. So you get that, you get a nice spoonful of that, you get that nice serving, and enjoy that. And I think that's all I really have to say. Talked about Eminem, we talk about Mac Miller, we talk about Tryna Put Me Down, the upcoming fucking EP, 13 fresh songs never heard before, Jimmy Jams and the Jam 5, you know, fresh pack of Jamsters. Oh, fucking 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. How you like them apples? Motherfucking 49ers going to the Super Bowl. I'll say it again. Motherfucking 49ers going to the Super Bowl. How you like them apples? NFC champions. How you like those? You know, I was so sad, but so happy. Because, I mean, if you know anything, Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers wanted to be a Niner, but he became a Packer. So today, while myself and every other Niner every other Niner fan is happy as shit, fucking Aaron Rodgers is sad. He's the saddest Niner fan in the world right now, you know? He's the, like, most unhappy Niner-loving person in the world, you know? Let that sink in. And, yeah, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Niners going to the Super Bowl. Not worried about the Chiefs. I mean, a little something called the Madden curse is gonna do all the extra. You know, the Madden curse is gonna handle the lightweight. You know, I like Patrick Mahomes, but you shouldn't have been on the cover of Madden, boy. You don't know nothing about these streets and this Madden curse. Yeah. So, hey. And yeah, I try not to disappear. I'll try to, you know, what I want to do is upload more music from the SoundCloud to the YouTube and maybe garner a little bit more attention over here. I appreciate all 70 of you for holding strong. You know, we dwindle sometime to 69, but for a while we've been at that 70 holding strong. We can't get 71 though. I don't know what the fuck do we got to do to get 71. I'm going to have to just go out in the street and talk to people like, hey, we in the streets. And then maybe people will like that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just make music, you know. I'm a real introverted, recluse hermit motherfucker, you know. I'm like a little hermit crab. I don't really do shit till it's time to get a new shell, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm just hoping, you know. I'm just hoping everything, we just keep going. We keep maintaining. We get to 100. Cause I think 100 is when I can make a custom URL where it could be youtube.com/buddydies instead of fucking WXYTM59C. You know, whatever that shit is. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. You know, you guys are the best. We're not doing as good as we did from the first podcast. The listens have been dwindling. They have been shrinking. I think that's partly why I said we're not going with no script today for Shorty Pablo. We're just gonna hit them with a Shorty Pablo and see if they like this style. So what's tomorrow? Monday? Or today, I mean. Happy, is it Martin Luther King's birthday? Hold on. Before we end it, let's find out. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's something, right? It's a holiday tomorrow? Yeah. It's today. I keep saying tomorrow because it's fucking 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah. All right. So, Martin Luther King Day. I don't know if you say if you say happy Martin Luther King Day, but Martin Luther King Day. If you got the day off, enjoy your day. Maybe go hold the hand of someone from a different race or some shit. I don't know. Whatever you're supposed to do. And Peace.